Get ready with me while I talk about common misconceptions about polyamorous relationships. Added context, I am in 2 polyamorous relationships. One of them is with a non-binary partner. I've been with them for almost a year. My other partner is a cisgendered man who I've been with for about a year and 7 months. First misconception, you cannot cheat in a polyamorous relationship. Now, just like in a monogamous relationship, polyamorous relationships have boundaries, and those boundaries can be overstepped or broken. Now, in my relationships, for example, pretty much the only boundary we have set is if you're gonna go pursue another partner, you have to inform the other person. And if you don't do that, that will be considered cheating. Misconception number 2, polyamorous people do not get jealous. I myself, I'm not prone to jealousy at all. I'm very, very, very rarely jealous. And my non-binary partner isn't very jealous either. My boyfriend, on the other hand, he, at the beginning of our relationship, despite the fact that we both agreed on it being a polyamorous relationship, he would get jealous sometimes. And that's not only perfectly okay, but also perfectly normal. People in polyamorous relationships need reassurance just like people in monogamous relationships. Speaking of which, if you're watching, my love, hi, I want your cock, by the way. If you could mail that over here, that would be great. Thanks. Misconception number 3, polyamorous people are scared of commitment. Now, to say that there are no polyamorous people that are scared of commitment would be disingenuous. I'm sure that they exist, but at the very least in my case, I find polyamorous relationships require more commitment even than a monogamous relationship in several ways. Not only are we polyamorous, but we're also long distance, as I go to college about 200 miles, almost 300 actually, away from my home state, which is where both of my partners reside. There is a time commitment that is especially strenuous if, like all 3 of us, we have completely different schedules. There's also a commitment to patience, to a degree even more dramatic than I find I had to be patient in monogamous relationships, mainly because it can be very hard to be away from your partner for so long and to not have communication line up the way that you want it to some days, or maybe even for like a week. There's also, and this is a huge one, a commitment to emotional intelligence. Oh my gosh. There is positively no room for guessing games or immaturity in a polyamorous relationship. Communicating literally everything with your partners is paramount, completely and utterly paramount. Because if you don't, that's how resentment ends up being harbored, and that is how relationships fall apart. Final and possibly most annoying misconception is that